It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Next on Madden Football.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. But tonight we've got a good AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. So after the INT, it's Allen. And complete right side to Cook. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Allen throwing on second down, setting up the screen for Cook. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Throwing is Allen on third. That is caught, and he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's second down. To the air, Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's fourth down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get him the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road, you're under the lights, national television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real, and a pretty nice opening statement.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Pacheco once again. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
Well, partner, the defense isn't going to adjust, and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over. They're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco headed right. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That good for 19 and a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, 32 yards. And the Chiefs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2nd and 9. Here's Allen to throw it. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. To Sean Wharton. Breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head. 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. James now to return it. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
4th down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend. Deontay Hardy back deep.
Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Legero Sneed.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
They'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out and throw it.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Mahomes going to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, in the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane.
They'll run it now with Gray. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs add 6 to their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From midfield, here's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. Oh, and now some space to operate. A big play here for Buffalo. 48 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Reggie Gilliam.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get up.
They've got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to let it go again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? On play action, Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
A final shot before half for Allen.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report.
We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. He connected on a touchdown pass in that first half, and that's a big part of why his guys lead at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Butker now to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, now a good one.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook.
Pass at 20 for a short gain, second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
But we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Allen. And that's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. On the return, it's James. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4. Again, it's Pacheco.
A strong running. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
1st and 10. Here's Pacheco.
Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes.
Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Mahomes now on the sneak, and he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another 1st down.
Now this time Mahomes will throw.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
On the return, Deontay Hardy. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's George Karlaftis who fought his way through the line to bury him.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Throwing now is Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Allen now on 1st down. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 43. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now, and it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll be 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Hardy set to return. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now Allen. And his throw here is incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Allen. And Diggs has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now Allen again. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now 2nd and 4. Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And Knox is going to have a Bills 1st down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line. Here's Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. And this is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Khalil Shakir, 36 yards. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield? Either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. That is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. My, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now a give running right. It's Cook. Stiff-armed him. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Here's 2nd down and 3. Mahomes will throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This from long, very long range. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and they have regained the lead. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.